Are you spiritually dehydrated? Welcome to Seeking God with Leah Klein, health and wholeness coach. And our verses for today are Jeremiah 2, 12, and 13. Be appalled, O heavens, at this. Be shocked. Be utterly desolate, declares the Lord, for my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewn out cisterns for themselves, broken cisterns that can hold no water. What are you trying to fill yourself up with? What are the broken cisterns in your life? We all have them. Things that we go to try to fill ourselves up. Sometimes it's food, which isn't real good for our health. Sometimes it's other things, also sometimes not so good for our health. What are you trying to fill yourself up with? And for that matter, why do you feel like you need to fill yourself up? Because you have a hole that's not being filled. You have something that is lacking. And we all have this feeling of something being missing and something not being quite right. And it takes a spiritual knowing to know that it's actually something that only God can fill. Because we try to fill it with, you name it, drugs, alcohol, all sorts of things that are harmful to us and moderately harmful to us, depending on the degree to which they're used, like in the instance of food. That's one that is culturally in church accepted as being okay to fill ourselves up with food, even if we don't need as much food, as we're eating. But we're trying to fill up something that with something that is never going to satisfy. Just like a cistern just holds water. Now, this is talking about a cistern that will not even hold water. So it not only will not give you fresh living water, but it won't give you any water at all. It will all drain out or get sucked out into the dry soil. What are the broken cisterns of your life? And where do you need to come back to the living waters to fill you up? How can you connect to that fount of living waters? I would encourage you to spend time with God. If you haven't in a while, at least start with spending 5 minutes reading a devotional, reading God's word. Ask God to show you where to look in the Bible. And, spend some time in prayer. If you're never in communication with Him, you don't have a relationship. Also, if you never shut up and let Him talk to you, you don't have a relationship either. It's true in our relationships with other people that we have to actually stop and listen occasionally. We need to do that when we're talking with God also. But I would encourage you, ask God to fill you up with His living water. And if you're having trouble hearing God and connecting with Him, let me show you why that might be happening and how to connect more deeply with my free ebook, Seeking God. It's at healthturnaroundcoaching.com/seeking-God. And that will give you a number of ideas to get regular in your relationship with God, to get connected with Him on a deeper level. And apparently he's trying to send me a message because I've got a hummingbird outside my window. So, but spend time connecting with him this week. And our song for this week is Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing. And if you know it, feel free to sing along. If you don't, feel free to just listen. Come, thou fount of every blessing, tune my heart to sing thy grace. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. Teach me some melodious sonnet, sung by flaming tongues above. Praise the mount I'm fixed upon it, mount of God's unchanging love. Here I raise my Ebenezer, hither by thy help I'm come, and I hope by thy good pleasure safely to arrive at home. Jesus sought me when a stranger, wandering from the fold of God. He to rescue me from danger interposed his precious blood. Oh, to grace, how great a debtor daily I'm constrained to be. Let thy grace now, like a fetter, bind my wandering heart to thee. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it, prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart, oh, take and seal it for thy courts above. And I will see you next week with another verse. See you then.